After Champa left, Beerus and Vegeta teleported to Earth, in front of Gohan. Gohan was surprised after they suddenly appeared. Asked how things were going on. Gohan replied everything's been quiet and peaceful lately. Nowadays Goten and Trunks were training hard. Beerus said that all talk can wait. I wanna eat pudding first. Gohan took them to Goku home where everyone was. While they were eating, Gohan left to call Broly and Goku from time chamber. After few minutes everyone was there. Vegeta explained the situation, about the battle they were gonna have with Universe 6, and that they wanted 5 more to participate. Goku after hearing this remembered that after seeing this competition the tragedy of Zamasu decided to take his body to kill all mortals. Noticed Goku was spacing out, but didn't say anything at the moment. Vegeta said Goku to go on planet Vegeta and bring Bardock back. Goku was not sure about it but refusing could cause suspicions, so he just instant transmission there and brought Bardock back. The team was complete. Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, Broly, Raditz and Bardock. Before leaving, Goku secretly told Gohan, Broly and Bardock to not show their full power at all costs, and if possible, keep their power as low as Beerus and Whis last saw. They all after a meal got ready and Whis teleported them to the arena. Goku saw a new face there. Champa introduced his fighter. This new person was none other than King Sadala. The battle started. Gohan entered the arena first. He was up against Cabba, both transformed into Super Saiyan. The battle started. Gohan and his Super Saiyan was stronger than Cabba's Super Saiyan. Cabba increased his power and got to Super Saiyan 2. Their power was now equal, but after a while of enjoying, Champa got annoyed and told Cabba to finish it. Cabba heard him and decided to transform into his last form. Cabba screamed and turned into beast form. This was a surprise to everyone. Cabba said, "This is the form I pursued for myself, a form that no other Saiyan has ever achieved." Gohan interrupts and speaks, "Hey, you are right, but there is one other and that one got it before you." Cabba asked, "What do you mean?" Gohan transformed instantly into his beast form. Universe 6 was shocked. They never thought any other Saiyan could achieve this form, let alone someone of Universe 7. And that also before Cabba, and they didn't even knew about it. Gohan said, "Let's finish this now. If you are still hiding something, I suggest you to reveal it now and go all out." Cabba power up to his maximum. This was his last form. Gohan was impressed by this, and told Cabba, "There are little bits of perfection left, but I believe you will perfect this form in a short time." Gohan and Cabba both rushed at each other after enjoying themselves for a while. Cabba teleported behind Gohan, but Gohan instantly noticed and punched him in the face, sending him flying. Gohan appeared right behind Cabba and kicked him in the guts. Cabba came crashing down on the floor and was knocked out. Gohan detransformed. Gohan was the winner of first round. Champa was annoyed, but hadn't given up on winning. Cabba was the weakest of their fighters. Champa told Caulifla to go next. Caulifla happily jumped in the arena and mocked Vegeta to come and fight him. Vegeta replied, "I don't want to fight someone as weak as you. I want my battle to be with your king. I want to see how powerful your king actually is." Caulifla got angry and got to where the participants were sitting to fight in anger. But Kale came and grabbed her from behind trying to stop her. Beerus said, "Why don't you go, Bardock? I haven't yet seen how powerful you are. This will be good opportunity." Bardock said, "Well, I don't see a problem with it." Bardock went to the arena. Caulifla came down. She said, "So you are also a Saiyan? Well, I have already seen what you people are capable of, so let's just go full power from the start." Bardock said, "Listen kid, you should keep your temper a little low, and you won't be able to handle my full power. So, I will decide if I need to go to full power or not after seeing your full power." Caulifla was mad after what Bardock said. She said, "Listen you old man, you will regret saying that to me." Bardock said, "I hope I do." Caulifla raged out her full power at once. The never-seen form came out yet again. Beerus said, "Looks like all these Saiyans have their own ways." Caulifla has transformed into a new form of Super Saiyan. Red hair like Super Saiyan God, but Super Saiyan like aura. Vegeta was shocked. He said, that form is something another Saiyan achieved in Universe 7 Saiyan history. Yamoshi, the first Super Saiyan God, achieved the God form to defeat another Saiyan. A Saiyan with that form. It can only be achieved by a Saiyan who has blood of at least 100 other Saiyans on his hat. She is one of the Saiyan who killed their own kind." Everyone heard what Vegeta said. Champa said, "She is one of the Saiyans that move in a gang rampaging all over planet Sadala, killing Saiyans in cold blood." Caulifla from bottom said, "Hey you good for nothing God. Don't make it sound like I'm a cold-blooded serial killer. The Saiyans I killed were just causing trouble for others. I did a favor to other Saiyans by killing them." "That fat cat," Bardock said. "Wow, that's some good form you got there. But as I said, I won't need my full power to defeat you." Bardock transformed into his primal Super Saiyan. Seeing Bardock, Sadala got shocked. Maybe someone else also took the same path as me. But yet, that form is same as mine but still feels different. Seeing Sadala, Goku explained. That form is an evolved form of Super Saiyan 3 but also utilizes God Ki. Sadala said, so that's what it is. Bardock rushed with insane speed and came behind Caulifla. Bardock attacked but Caulifla blocked it. As his punch was blocked, he tried to kick but she jumped away, dodging the attack. Bardock was king of impressed seeing some kid being able to keep up with him. Caulifla vanished and fired an energy blast, repeating the same move again and again. In a moment, Bardock had many energy blasts coming toward him at the same time. Bardock made his aura more and more dense and released it like an attack, making all the energy blasts to disperse. Bardock powered up to full potential of his primal form. This last attack reminded Bardock of when he was surrounded by Frieza soldiers and died. This annoyed him. Bardock instantly blasted an energy wave at Caulifla. Caulifla decided to take it head on and got ready to grab it. While the energy wave was midway, Bardock appeared right behind Caulifla with his insane speed. Caulifla noticed what just happened, but she wasn't fast enough to dodge both attacks. Bardock with all his power punched her from back and the energy wave hit her as well. When the smoke cleared, everyone saw Bardock hand pierce right through Caulifla. Bardock himself came out of rage and saw what he just did by mistake. Goku said, "Oh crap, good thing I brought Senzu with me." Goku was ready to go to Arena and give her Senzu, but everyone saw. Caulifla smiled while blood came out of her mouth. Vegeta said, "Bardock screwed up. Now we will get to see the real power of one of our other legends, the Blood Super Saiyan." All the blood that came out of Caulifla went all around, he covering her. Bardock removed his hand when he saw the blood moving around her, but before he could, he got his arm sliced up. His hand was almost half cut. If he let his hand there for even a little longer, he would have lost it. The injury was a lot. Now Bardock wasn't gonna be able to use that hand in the battle. Caulifla was covered all in blood, like her blood was completely surrounding her. Champa said, "Well, even if it is a battle, this gonna be too cruel on that warrior. I never thought she could find someone that's strong to use that power." Beerus said, "Looks like things are gonna get more and more interesting." Bardock, after what just happened, was trying to be cautious but was also excited. Bardock said, "Looks like I will need to use my full power after all. Congrats kid on pushing me this forward." Caulifla screamed. The blood started to fade away. The wound was healed, but the form was different. Her aura was made of blood. Her power had a huge jump. Bardock said, "Looks like I will have to respond to that power." Bardock screamed. Bardock has now transformed into Heavenly Primal Super Saiyan. Bardock was now at the level of angels. Vados was shocked. She was one of the strongest angels, but a mortal got to her level. Still, he had a long way to surpass this. She knew the ones who she trained were almost at her level except a particular someone. Cabba, after hearing this, apologized for slacking a few times when others trained. Champa said, "You are getting extra hard training after this all is over. Back to Arena." Caulifla said, "So, this is your full power. Not bad, but it won't be enough. At least not when you won't be able to use one of your hand." Bardock said, "We will see about it." They both rushed and started attacking each other, though Bardock couldn't use one of his arms right now. His speed was making up for it. They continued for a while. Then suddenly Caulifla aura started moving weirdly and was attacking along with Caulifla with way more mobility and speed. Bardock, with most of his efforts while attacking, was barely able to dodge them. Many hit him, making cuts. Bardock backed off and charged a key wave. When Bardock fired the wave, Caulifla vanished and appeared right behind him. Bardock was hoping for it, so he prepared an aura blast already. When Caulifla tried to attack him with a punch and hit blood aura, Bardock released aura blast, and Caulifla was sent flying after getting hit from it. Bardock took the opportunity and attacked her hundreds of times. Caulifla used her blood aura to attack Bardock to get away from those consecutive attacks. As soon as Bardock saw her aura start moving weirdly, he backed off and swinged his hand, launching many energy blasts at once. Bardock, just after launching the blasts, started making a concentrated ball of energy. Caulifla used her aura and blocked all energy blasts. After getting stability, she rushed towards Bardock. Bardock was ready. He started launching energy blasts from his concentrated ball of energy while backing off. This created a lot of smoke. Suddenly Bardock came behind Caulifla while she was blocking the blasts and kicked her. The blasts followed her. Caulifla said, "How is this possible? Isn't he there firing energy blasts?" Bardock came just above her while she was flying and said, "Well, I trained to control my ki and now this is what I'm capable of. The blast will keep coming at you until the energy all used up from that energy sphere." Bardock kicked her, sending her crash on the floor. Bardock used one of the techniques Goku taught him and made 3 clones of himself, all attacking Caulifla. Caulifla got annoyed of this and screamed in a demonic voice. Her aura grew darker. This, after seeing this, knew something was wrong. When Bardock clones touched her aura, they suddenly stopped. Her aura took over them and they started attacking each other and the clones were destroyed. Caulifla suddenly came right above Bardock and kicked him. The kick was so hard Bardock crashed hard on the floor. The impact broke the whole arena. If not for Vados and this barrier, the planet would have been destroyed. Bardock got up, but Caulifla came right in front of him and kicked him again on the face. This time Bardock was sent towards barrier, crashing on it. This broke the angelic barrier. Caulifla yet again with immense speed came and tried to attack Bardock, but Bardock blocked it using his hand. The attack was so strong it broke his bone. Bardock powered up to max and used final explosion. This saw it and asked Vados and Goku to help remake the barrier. Goku powered up to his ultra form instantly and used his ki to form a barrier. The Vados and this with their combined power formed a barrier above it. Bardock released all his power in this attack. The ki barrier of Goku broke from this attack and angelic barrier was barely intact. The attack was over. When smoke cleared, Bardock had lost his previously half-damaged arm and was transformed, barely standing. While Caulifla was also all out and was back to her base, standing on support of one leg. But soon both of them fell unconscious at the same time and their fight ended in a draw. Goku took 2 senju and fed them both. This healed them instantly. Bardock's hand was now back. The arena was now not in condition to withstand another battle. So, this and Vados were thinking to do the battle any other time, but Vegeta suggested to fight inside Pyramid of Power. With this power it could easily hold both Beerus and Vegeta full power, so after 2 angels powering it up it could easily take on the battle. Since Beerus wanted to see his universe win and the lost face of his brother, he agreed on it. So, after a bit of preparation, Pyramid of Power was prepared for other battles. Everyone entered the Pyramid of Power. Before anyone could say anything, Broly spoke up. Broly said he wanted to go next. Kale on the other hand spoke and said she will go from their side. She wanted to avenge Caulifla. The competitors were decided. Everyone moved away. Both got ready. The battle started. Broly straight up got into his Ikari form. His power jumped up tremendously and there was no change in his form. This shocked Champa and others from Universe 6. Kale straight up transformed into her legendary Super Saiyan. Vegeta was shocked. The legendary Super Saiyan is someone who is born after every 1,000 years. Goku already knew about this, but Beerus said, "Well, I'm not shocked. This generation of Saiyan is already a lot crazy. Nothing shocks me now." Vis said, "Yes, my lord. They sure are crazy." Vis stared at Goku while saying that. Vis thought, even if they are crazy, the source is definitely Goku. He was able to kill someone stronger than other Saiyan at a young age. That led to Frieza training and gaining immense power. Others around him trained under him and got this powerful. Not to mention every foe he fights just before dying disappears with that light. I need to keep a clear watch on him. Goku had no idea Vis was now getting suspicious of Goku. Both Broly and Kale rushed at each other. Broly was able to keep up with Kale in her legendary Super Saiyan. Her rage was way less compared to what Broly has. She was missing the main key feature that increases the power of legendary Super Saiyan. So, she was way weaker compared to Broly legendary Super Saiyan. After a while, Broly started to get in the mood of fighting. Kale power, despite having less rage, kept increasing even if little. She was now strong enough to give Broly a run for his money in Ikari form. Kale came in front of Broly and punched him in the guts. Then Kale jumped and kicked Broly on the face. She turned and kicked him again with a stronger kick in the face, who was strong enough to piss Broly off. For a second it was like time stopped of Broly. In his mind a small drop of water fell. Broly snapped. Broly unleashed his power. Kale was thrown back. Broly kept increasing his power. The observers were also forced to back off even more due to Broly power. Broly has transformed into Super Saiyan. The air pressure around has completely changed due to his raging power. King Sadala was shocked and said, "He is a true beast, born to destroy, the real legendary Super Saiyan. If he is still hiding anything after this, Kale, we all will be powerless against him." Goku with a small smirk said, "That's Broly for you. It's good he isn't using his full power. He still cannot control it. If he decides to use it and goes out of control, stopping him will be impossible. Broly is just a kind-hearted Saiyan that cannot be stopped after he becomes beast." Broly with many years was training was far stronger than when Goku first met him. Broly Super Saiyan at this level would easily defeat me in my first stage of Ultra form. Broly rushed towards Kale with immense speed. Kale could see him coming, but she was too slow to keep up with his speed. Broly punched Kale in the guts. Broly grabbed her by the face and with his other hand blasted an energy blast on the stomach. Kale coughed out blood. Champa shouted, "Kale uses it now. You cannot lose. Buy as much time as you can. That's your main weapon." Goku, after hearing Champa in an annoyed mood, said, "You know Broly power also increases with every second, right? And I bet the increase is way more than Kale power increase." Kale grabbed Broly's hand and blasted energy blasts to free herself. Broly, due to many energy blasts, loosened his grip. Kale took the chance and escaped from his grip. Kale transformed into Super Saiyan God. But this was not enough. She was way too outclassed. Broly appeared right behind her with her noticing and punched her from the back. The punch was too hard, it broke her spine. While Kale was flying because of the impact, Broly came in front of her and started a rampage. Kale was being beaten into pulp. To finish the combo, Broly kicked her on the ribs. Many of Kale's bones were now broken. The healing that Super Saiyan God provides the user wasn't enough to heal that much damage. Broly asked if she had liked to give up as she was way too outclassed. She refused to give up. Broly called out to Whis and Beerus and asked if they could do anything to make this more fun, like adding more fighters. Otherwise, like this, she would just end up dead. And I'm not even using my 20%. Hearing Broly say this, Champa was shocked. Beerus said, "Well, it will be fun to watch one beating up many, but I don't know." Goku spoke up and said, "Why not let someone fuse with her?" Vegeta said, "Have you gone mad, Kakarot? Legendary Super Saiyan fused with someone else. It would be a disaster." Broly interrupted and said, "If she will get more powerful, I'd like to take up that challenge." Goku asked Caulifla if she had liked to fuse with Kale. Caulifla got ready. Vados gave them Patara. Vados came down and healed Kale first. Both Kale and Caulifla put on Patara and fused. They have now become Kefla. Broly could sense a huge jump in power even in their base. Broly said, "Now, reveal what you have." But Kefla, having Caulifla attitude, said, "Not before we test your power," and launched a kick on Broly's face. Broly with slight moment dodged her. Then Broly grabbed her leg and blasted energy blasts at her face. "Ate her this," Broly said. "Now you know you are powerless against me. Just use your full power from start, or I won't hesitate to kill you this time." Kefla backed away and said, "Fine, if that's what you want. You will regret it." Broly replied, "We will see about it." Kefla screamed. She transformed first in Super Saiyan, then Legendary Super Saiyan, but didn't stop increasing her power. After few seconds, she transformed into Legendary Super Saiyan God. It seemed like this was the limit, but she kept raising her power higher and higher. She already surpasses Broly Super Saiyan. Broly was getting excited. Cabba, from this wind pressure caused due to tremendous power increase, was thrown back. Everyone got excited after seeing this increasing power. They knew this was going to be one hell of a fight after she reaches her limit, and they start the battle. Vegeta, on the other hand, had a bad feeling. He kind of knew what was coming. Kefla power kept increasing more and more until the power was so much blood started to come out of Kefla. Gohan said, "The power is too much for her body. If she keeps going, she will kill herself." Vegeta spoke. "It's not just that her body is weak. It's just something needed for next power up." Gohan asked, "What do you mean?" Goku said, "I think I understand what's going on. Well, maybe Pyramid of Power will not be enough." The blood started to cover Kefla and she finally transformed. The Legendary Blood Super Saiyan God. The power of Blood Super Saiyan and Legendary Super Saiyan God has combined. Goku transformed into his Primal Ultra form out of the blue, followed by Vegeta transforming into Primal Ultra Primal Ego. Goku said, "I suggest you all power up. The energy that will be released by those two during battle will be too strong. You won't be able to handle it in your base." Gohan and Cabba transformed into their beast. Bardock into his Super Saiyan Primal. Raditz, Sadala and two other warrior who wore a cape and hid their face backed off since they didn't want to reveal their power. Kefla said, "You wanted my full power, right? This is it. Now power up." Broly said, "Looks like I need to, otherwise I may get killed here." Broly screamed and transformed directly into his Legendary Super Saiyan God. Goku said, "He already at his second strongest form. If the level of power increases, he might go out of control." Both got ready. Kefla rushed at Broly, but as soon as she got close to her, Broly used an energy blast right at her face. Kefla defended herself using her blood aura. Kefla made spike from her aura around her body and kicked on Broly's face. Broly just took it and shoved it off like nothing happened. Broly fired an energy blast from his mouth. It hit Kefla. Kefla used her aura to make many spikes on her hand and started attacking Broly. Broly made a key shield around himself to avoid getting pierced. Kefla power was increasing faster than Broly since Caulifla was added and Blood Super Saiyan works on rage just like Legendary Super Saiyan. Broly went and fired many ki blasts at her, but she flew while dodging them. Their power was too immense, and was also increasing with every second. The battle continued for 2 hours. Their power kept increasing, and now with the power they had, the pyramid of power started falling apart. Vis and Vados noticed it and asked other to give their power in the staff to help increase the power of pyramid. Goku didn't see a choice, so he finally transformed into his last form for a bit, and kept his power and ki level suppressed so no one can know how powerful he is, and gave as much ki as possible into Vis' staff. Beerus and Champa did the same. Vados and Vis combined the power of their staff and increased the stability of pyramid of power. It was clear that they now needed something far stronger. After a while, due to both of their raging power, a crack in reality appeared. A rift to new dimension was opened. Goku remembered it from when he fought Broly in his previous life. Since they were inside Pyramid of Power, which is a whole another dimension compared to normal world, it was more powerful, so it took more power to open a rift there. But this time the rift didn't disappear. It seemed like they were stuck, until a wave battle happened between those two. The power released from it yet again made a dimensional change and the rift was closed. But before they got out of that dimension, Vis noticed 3 other individuals in that dimension. 2 of them seemed familiar, but decided to not do any dimensional interference as it was against the rules. Broly wasn't making any progress. On the other hand, Kefla was now more powerful compared to Broly, so he decided to transform yet again. Broly screamed. Goku noticed what Broly was trying to do. He told him not to, but guessed there was no other option. Also, he just cannot stop Broly when he is having fun, and losing to someone weaker just because you are trying to hide something was not what Saiyans do. Broly has finally, for the first time in front of others, transformed into his true, legendary, Super Saiyan. Only Goku knew about Broly this form, so everyone was shocked to see Broly like this. This power was immense. Everyone was thrown back from the pressure on Broly power. Kefla tried to rush and attack him, but after a certain distance she couldn't get closer to attack him. Like the pressure form, his power itself was making an invisible barrier between them. Kefla couldn't stand it. Even after being this powerful, Broly just showed his final transformation, and wasn't even at his full power, and yet she couldn't even get close enough to attack. The rage and anger took over, and Kefla lost it. She went on a complete rampage. The will to only destroy increased her power even more. Goku noticed it. He knew that if Broly doesn't top it, others could die, and it won't be long before Broly loses it too. Broly has yet to get control of this form. Goku shouts, "Broly, finish this off now, before you two lose control." Broly heard Goku and rushed to attack. Kefla used her aura to attack in every direction, and even launched many deadly energy waves and energy blasts that could even kill a destroyer. Broly increased the concentration of aura around himself to receive the least damage possible, and ducked her in the gut, stopping her from launching the waves and blasts. Then Broly charged up a gigantic full blast and fired it at her. The destructive wave hit her and the Potara were destroyed, leading to their diffusion. Broly detransformed after that. The Pyramid of Power was almost destroyed. It was in no condition to contain their power any longer. The only reason Time Chamber was able to contain Goku and Broly power was because they wished the Namekian dragon to link Time Chamber power to both Goku and Broly power. So, when they were training in it, Time Chamber would use their energy to keep itself stable. This fight by far was seen by all the universe gods, angels and Kais. Zamasu also saw it and was overwhelmed how powerful these mortals were. But even if he tries to use the Super Dragon Balls, he will need to wait 1 year, since the winner between Universe 7 and 6 will get to use them. And then Zamasu will have to collect them. Goku decided to keep an eye on Zamasu after the tournament to avoid HM from collect the Super Dragon Balls. He knew that they might need to show their true power at some point. But Goku was impressed after seeing how far both these universes progressed in this life. They all came out of Pyramid of Power since it was in no condition to continue. If they wanted to go on, they will have to refer to Grand Priest for better arrangement. Vis was telling them about this, but suddenly, Zeno with his guards and priest appeared. Beerus and Champa got scared and bowed. Vegeta and others from Universe 7 already knew about who Zeno was since Vis told them about him, so they bowed along with the destroyers. Universe 6 warriors didn't know a thing about what was going on, but did as others were doing. Zeno asked both Beerus and Champa why he wasn't invited in such interesting battle. Grand Priest said that they were seeing the battle from the God TV, and Zeno-sama enjoyed it, so he decided to come. Zeno was also angry and told them that he would erase the universe for not inviting him. Goku's worst nightmare was going to come true yet again. Goku interrupted and tried to calm things down. He told Zeno that the battle was not over yet. 3 rounds were still left. So, if you would like, he is most welcome to come and watch. Zeno, after hearing this, got excited, and the thought of erasing the universes slipped his mind. This asked Grand Priest for a better facility since their power was too much for even Pyramid of Power to handle. Grand Priest said, I never thought that in this generation also mortals could become that strong. It has been quite a while since someone that powerful rise up, and especially in Universe 7. Decades have passed since last time. Oh well, don't worry, I'll arrange it in a while. Till then, just try and keep Lord Zeno-sama busy and not anger him. Vegeta knew what was at stake, so he said, Kakarot, why not we spare for a while? Goku agreed to it instantly. Goku said, This, can you please put up a barrier? I'm thinking of taking it to the level of Ultra Instinct. This said, Oh well, I can do that, but don't overdo it. Goku said, Don't worry, we won't, since we are just trying to keep Zeno-sama entertained. Both of them transformed right into Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, and battled for half an hour. They increased their power during that time and were now at Primal Instinct and Primal Ego. This kept Zeno entertained, and they were also enjoying themselves. Grand Priest returned and said the arrangements are complete. Goku and Vegeta stopped after Vis told them that arrangements were complete. They all came together and Grand Priest teleported them. They have arrived at the same place where the Tournament of Power occurred. But the arena was different. It was more durable, and there was no restriction to flying. But before they started, Grand Priest wanted to test the arena, so he contacted all the Universe Angels to get ready with their destroyer. As all were ready, Grand Priest brought them to the arena. All the destroyers were asked to battle each other. Bellman said, Finally, I can show how powerful I have gotten. You are not the strongest anymore, Beerus. Beerus replied, We will see about it. All the gods started attacking each other, but Bellman and Champa both decided to go for Beerus. Beerus used his Ultra Form while Champa did the same, and Bellman used his Ultra Ego. After seeing how powerful Champa and Beerus were, and that even after teaming up they couldn't defeat Beerus, all the others decide to gang up on Beerus and defeat him. Beerus said, So, you all want to take me out first? Talk about dirty. Beerus used his Destruction Beast form, his second strongest, and tossed every other destroyer aside. Beerus rushed at every destroyer one by one and started knock them out in one hit, until the last one was Champa. Champa had his own Destruction Beast form, but he recently achieved it. Champa knew he didn't have a chance to defeat Beerus, but he transformed into his Destruction Beast and attacked on Beerus. Beerus inside was proud of his brother, but after a while, Champa was out of energy after using that form and fell unconscious. The winner of the Battle of Destroyers was Beerus. The arena also took damage equal to none. Now they decided to continue the competition.
Well guys, this is all for this part. If you want to know what's going to happen next, you need to subscribe and wait. And do like, share, and subscribe the channel for upcoming parts and even new series.